butt main for American Magic. We have been informed that there was around in the Haraki Gulf a mainsail which was looking like a bat.
Exactly.
Like
the Batman boat.
Exactly. While today we saw the actual photo of the sail on Patriot, on the new boat E73 of American Magic, and rather than being really a batwing mainsail, is a fairly different mainsail from the ones we have seen until now.
So far, exactly. Actually, the mainsail is much shorter, let's say in gear, than the buttons are, and then where the leech meets the button, there is a sort of trapeze of cloth in order to let the button be out of the sail.
Exactly.
This is to let's say use the rule of bridging the hollows to measure the sail and actually doing a smaller sail than it is actually possible with the rules which are in place.
You actually can make a sail which is between 145 and 135 square meters. You don't have that many room to play around for this sail. In fact, the sails we have seen so far, they are quite similar one to the other. No? Again, you cannot reef the sail because there is the system in the top and everything, so you can't reef the twin sail, actually, two sails, but anyway, you can't reef them. So actually, you just have the jib area to play with when the wind range increases. No, so we saw a lot of jibs which are very short of luff until the number 5, what can be called like jib number 5, which has an aspect ratio of 1:1 or something like this. No, so it's
as tall as large, so not really good looking.
No, not good looking. You need to match more or less the crew sheeting position to close on the deck because of the design of the boats. So then the sail is not that nice and is not that efficient, most probably. No?
Exactly.
So the idea on American Magic has been to play on the mainsail area, but with a rule that was stating that the minimum surface was 135, they wanted to make the sail smaller, and they used the rule of bridging hollows in measurement to their advantage. No?
Exactly. This rule is actually made to avoid making the mainsail bigger or the sail bigger, so using the hollow between buttons to have the girth measured shorter.
Exactly. So you cannot have the girth there. You can have the girth there, but still the leech is considered on the straight line between the button ends.
Exactly. So this is used to avoid to have the mainsail bigger, but you can make the mainsail shorter actually. So this is a very good use, let's say, of the rule, of this kind of rule, and having a smaller mainsail can be a good choice. Now for high winds, obviously it's a heavy, let's say, mainsail, and it is very useful because you can anyway play with the jibs, so you can use the smallest mainsail even if you are not sure 100% the wind will be on the top of the range, but probably you can use this mainsail in a quite big range, no? Obviously the upper range, but anyway you have less surface, so less drag. They can obviously depower the mainsail and also use the twist control on the head to invert the top part of the mainsail, which is actually something which plays as a control of the righting moment, because in the catamarans, also in the wings, they use the top part of the wing to give some righting moment, but obviously this part of the mainsail doesn't give any power and is just dragging there, obviously giving righting moment, but only dragging practically. So they probably studied it's better to have less righting moment, so they have probably enough righting moment with big foils, and having a smaller mainsail, so less drag, so probably more speed actually, no?
Exactly. We don't know which can be the range of this sail. Can also be that this sail is used quite a bit. It's not just maybe a strong wind sail, because maybe they studied that moving the center of lift of the sail forward, maybe for their balance is better, or having anyway a bigger jib compared to the mainsail is better to accelerate and to start from the water or whatever.
Exactly.
So it's interesting to see if someone will copy this solution. Most probably will happen, and how much this will be used.
Exactly. So obviously also the fact of having a higher aspect ratio jib helps in the efficiency of the boat. So the higher the aspect ratio is, the less induced drag there is on the jib itself. So it's probably a very good idea, and if they used one of the 10 mainsails, double mainsails, so 2 of the 20 mainsails they can use to do this, probably they are quite confident it's a good thing to do. In the worst case scenario, if you have very low winds for this mainsail, you can also put the code zero.
Exactly, the code zero. If you are completely wrong with the weather forecast, then you still have the code zero and to play with. So, but anyway, it works.
It works.
You are not losing the race. Thank you.
Ciao
Bye.
ciao.
Ciao ciao.